Yo guys, what is up? Welcome to some 0 Hour live stream. Today we've got a excellent matchup between Crazy, Sexiie and Boycah Moker in Perfect's 2v2 grand final. We have now got some 0 Hour music on. We've got everyone in the lobby. We've got Sexiie, Crazy, Boycah, Moker. Everybody is here. I will host, and we're going to jump straight into it. This is actually quite well timed. I've literally finished work, came home, had my food, got my beer, I got my Bacardi, I've got my cheap rum, I've got my energy drink, I've got Coke, I've got not like Coca-Cola. We got some Coke as well. No, just kidding. Yeah, I hope everyone's got their popcorn and drinks and stuff. Let me see if the 0 Hour music is working. Seems very quiet. I know we do have some 0 Hour music. That's the China music. Some nice USA music. First map. Google is noob, correct? They know. That song, by the way, is it Delta Heavy? Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. Oh, it was one of my favorite songs. I can't find it now. Oh, I spelled Delta wrong. That's why Delta Heavy. I think it's Delta Heavy. I'll try and find it for you. Is it Delta Heavy Stay? I don't know. Try and remind me after and I'll try and find out for you. What map do they want? Don't we have to start with FE? I need to accept. Where's Perfect? Perfect is the guy that hosted this, and he just added me, but I can't find it. Okay, so let me just check. Everything's cool. Alerts are on. The scoreboard is on. Donations ticker, let's tick that. Latest donations. If you want to donate, your name will appear on the screen. I think we're good to go. I'm just checking if it's a best of 11 or what. I'm trying to catch up on the chat as well. I've got 3 screens now, guys, so I can actually see what I'm recording. I can see the chat, I can see what's going on live, and I can see the games, and I can see music all at once. I'm very happy at my setup at the moment. I just popped out the chat, but now I've lost it. Where the hell's the chat gone? Oh, there's the chat. Okay. Now something's happened to my screen. One second, guys. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Okay, I think we're going. I don't know if it's a best of 11 or best of 13 or what. I'm trying to read the chat. Actually, you know what? Scrap the chat. We're just going to introduce the players. Okay, so we've got Boycah Moker against Crazy Sexiie 2v2 Perfect's tournament grand finals. I know I've probably not watched any of these games, to be fair. We got Boycah in top left with USA Vanilla, Moker, GLA Demolition in the top right. Bottom right, we've got DK Crazy, one of the better 2v2 and 3v3 players, considered one of the best team players in the game, actually. With China Tank and Sexiie, I missed his army, but he is a super weapon, a USA super weapon in the pink. Interesting that Sexiie is going for 2 supplies. Whether that is going to be a good idea or not is yet to be seen. Sexiie is actually going for the unsafe, whereas Crazy going for the safe, but Boycah is actually going for the safe. So actually, Sexie's much more open to being harassed because his Chinooks are going to be able to go down very, very easily. I suppose one thing about that is though that he can build his supply like way back here, so he can, if he wants to, bring his Chinooks back, and it won't be very problematic. Whereas if China built a supply there, it might go badly. Sexie's choosing to drop off a dozer. Moker, to be honest, I'm not sure how he performs as a TV2 player. Boycah and Moker did actually beat Google and Humanity, so they must be at least fairly good. He has lost 2 workers there, but I'm interested to see how he's going to perform against DK Crazy, which is, as I said, considered one of the best team players. Sexie's dozer finally going down there, and Moker is, I was going to say kind of stabilize him, but he hasn't even got a tunnel on his front door, which is, I can't see how that is ever going to work against DK Crazy. To be honest, you don't want to leave your front door open, which is exactly what he has done there. Crazy is pretty much left uncontested. He's also on the safe supply. I really can't see, unless Boycah is going to help do some damage, which he actually is coming in. He's sending his first V with Hellfire drone there. The demo trap has been burst open by the flame wall. The GAT is getting in the supply, not the supply, but there's a tech there. I'm going to guess that's full of RPGs, but even that, it's not going to fare well against a... This is nice harassment from Boycah, but it's quite a big investment. I mean, that V costs, what is it, $700, and that costs $500, so that's a $1,200 investment there that's going to go pretty much down, and all he did really was just delay the trucks and cost him a bit of micro time. Boycah is doing pretty well at helping out, though. Top team. Probably you could say doing a little bit more teamwork at the moment. Sexie's going to now either go and help DK Crazy, or he is going to move out. I think DK Crazy is probably going to be able to hold this, though. These GATs, as I said, are pretty powerful, and these technicals and the RPGs are going to go down fairly quickly. Saying that, though, he is coming out on top so far. The Gatling cannons, or the Gatling tanks rather, are going down fairly quickly, but Sexie's coming in with his huge army now. Boycah's going to need to do some nice laser locks, which he is, and these are expensive Vs. 2 of them going down very, very quickly there, so it's not actually looking so bad. I would like to see a massive army back here from Boycah, though. He isn't floating, which is good to see. Sexiie on 475, Boycah on 300. Moker's floating a little bit, and I don't know, this isn't the greatest to play from Moker. I think all he did so far was the tech RPGs, and he's lost pretty much everything over here, and he's left his front door wide open, lost his barracks, I think, to that flamer, having to rebuild the barracks. Yeah, I think you're right with the song name, by the way. Yeah, Delta Heavy Stay is the song. The first time I heard that, I was at a rave in Czech Republic, and what's it called? Let It Roll in Czech Republic, and it was absolutely amazing. They played that near the end. Boycah is getting wrecked by this 1V. I feel like Moker is not performing here at all. He's not doing very good at all. He has literally not done very much at all. Now Boycah is taking damage. Boycah has got some Vs, or 1V at least, in the back of Sexie's base. Did miss that. That Chinook has got pretty low. Boycah is also harassing here. So actually Boycah is playing probably the better of all the players here. Maybe closely followed by Crazy. Crazy's sending here 2 flamers. Moker has put ... meaning probably he's lost some units somewhere. But I feel Moker has not performed really at all here. Moker is completely letting the team down. I feel if he put on a really solid performance, maybe with a good Terra Tech and a good few tunnels at the front, and maybe a few tanks, he'd have probably done pretty well here. But I was really not impressed with the tech RPGs that he did. They've gone down very, very quick. Boycah is definitely playing the best here, I feel. He's doing pretty well. He has lost his 2 Chinooks there, though. And he's not going to be able to rebuild it anytime soon. I think this is going to be a 1-0 for Crazy and for Sexiie. I think they are going to reverse the armies in a second. Actually, you know what? In this kind of matchup on Fallen Empire, I really don't mind Tank. Tank is a really, really strong army, in my opinion. Unless you like against Inf, then yeah. But Moker, from what I've seen here, I haven't really watched many of the previous games, but Moker is looking like the weak link, at least in this first game, anyway, to me. He's now switching to Demo Bike. He's gone a fast palace, but before he was floating like 2k. Maybe that's the point when he was saving it for the Palace, I don't know, but they've got absolutely no chance now. Boycah's pretty much got no Chinooks left after this. Even if those Chinooks move out now, they're going to get killed by these Gatling tanks. Load more Gats here. Pretty much their bases are uncontested. This is GG. It's completely over. Of course, they will stay to the end. Boycah likes to fight till the death. Demo bike's there, but it's a little bit too little, too late. Too little, too late, rather. It's complete stomp over. There was a glimmer of greatness from Boycah, and Boycah was actually performing pretty well, but I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I think it's Moker that has let this game down. It's going to go to 1-0. I really can't see, unless we see like the most epic of demo bikes now. Boycah is literally on nothing. He's got no dozer. He's literally got that 1V and a battle drone. That is it. I'm not even sure if he's got any missile defenders inside of there, but Sexiie's just going to completely stomp over him. He has got 2 EMPs out the front of his base. It's complete domination, really. There was a little bit, or a glimmer of hope for them there when they did this little bit of a good attack, but it really wasn't that great, I thought. So
have been defeated.
As soon as that was over, it was a complete walkover. That's what I'm afraid about this grand final. I don't want it to be a complete walkover. I want it to be a close finals that goes right down to the wire. I don't want it to be I want it to be a really close, like 6-5, or if it's a best of 11, 6-5, or if it's a best of 13, like 7-6. I want it to be close games, like not to know who's going to win to the end. I don't want it to be a complete 6-0 or something, but let's see what happens. I don't think Boycah and Moker had that weaker armies there. You could probably say they even had the stronger armies, because as soon as Demo kind of stabilizes against tank with the demo bikes and the demo rebel ambush and stuff, then he's going to do actually pretty well. But, I mean, it is hard to hold on in the beginning. I'm going to update the scoreboard. So it's 1-0. Lost Heroes is best of 11. Okay, that's interesting. So that means it's first to win 6 games. Luke Dan Laura says, thank you for the stream. No problem. It is my pleasure. Kevin says, my favorite song is Dean Lewis, Be Alright. I don't know if I know that one. I'm going to have to check that out in a second. Yo, A. Hayes, by the way, welcome. I did see your message. Jumping into game 2 then, it is the exact reverse of what we just seen. I'm going to have another sip of energy drink. Interested to see how DK Crazy is going to play against this tank, because if Moker's got a good tank, I'm interested to see how Demo is going to hold out. Is he going to go Marauders or Scorps or anything like that? It's got DK Crazy in the top right, Fallen Empire in the orange Demo. Top left, we've got Sexiie USA Vanilla. Bottom left, we've got Boycah as super weapon in the red. And the bottom right, we've got Moker with China Tank in the blue. Yeah, most interested to see how DK Crazy plays here. To see if he's going to go for a Terra Tech. I probably would do. Because as soon as it gets to like the 4 or 5 minute time when Tank has got a load of dragons, gats, battle masters clumped up, when he's got mines on like his war factories and stuff, it's very hard for Demo to do anything really. Sexie's actually doing something different here. He's only making 1 supply. Maybe it's going to be a no eco. Boycah's actually doing the same. He has just laser locked the drone there. If you're wondering what that little bit of scrap doing there is, then it is the drone that Boycah has scanned. So a lot of top level games in USA Mirror, you will see the USA scan his own base and you will think, what the hell is he doing that for? But it's to actually scan the invisible drone and to laser lock it. You're denying the scout for the whole game. It's a massively powerful strategy that if you're not doing it already, then you need to be by the end of tonight. So yeah, just to let you know that. Sexiie is doing a no eco. Boycah has dropped some missile defenders off in his base. The V is going to run away, quite rightly. But the missile defenders from Boycah are going to be right outside of the war factory. The missile defenders and a ranger is out to try and kill these from Sexiie. Sexie's going to have to move his Chinooks pretty soon. One of the missile defenders is almost going down. This is the kind of build order I want to see. A much more defensive build order from Crazy. Tunnels spread all around very nicely. A nice, healthy amount of workers. Demo traps in all the right places. Those Oh, nice Terratech. I missed that. Completely missed that. Terratech on Boycah's second supply. Boycah looking like the stronger player of the two so far between Boycah and Moker. So probably that is a good idea. Hitting Boycah nice and early. Boycah's missile defenders are being chased away. There is a V there. Needs to be careful from Sexiie. Crazy actually harassing Boycah's supply as well. Worker. Oh my god, I can't believe that Worker survived because it looked like the truck was basically on the Worker. So that's, if that gets up, that's got to be GG. Unless this flame is going to do some kind of epicness, I have no idea how that's going to... It could finish it. It depends if he pops something out now and takes a little bit of damage on that. Oh, the mines there almost killing the technical, but this is going to be close actually. Out with the Scorpion, I think the tunnel will just win the battle, but it's going to go low. But this straight away is stopping the tank from doing the necessary damage and aggression that he wants to do now. This tunnel here is a massive mistake. I don't know, was that a glitch or not with the tunnel? With the Worker not actually being killed, Boycah actually going over here to help, which actually might not be such a bad idea, because of all DK Crazy's units are actually going to get trapped here and probably go down. Behind this, DK Crazy very smartly going to Palace very fast. So this is just buying him time, really, because you see all Tank's units and Boycah's units are here. Meanwhile, Sexiie can actually come in here. Boycah's V is immediately going down. Very well done from DK Crazy. I said I was interested in to see how he would play it differently. I had no idea that tunnel would be able to get up. But now Moker needs to push out right now and cause maximum damage right now, because Boycah is actually not doing the greatest actually either. Remember he had his supply TNT, so straight away he was behind, and then he's been distracted over here. Moker's actually been delayed as well. So far, everything is looking positive for Crazy and Sexiie. Boycah's War Factory also gone down. Sexie's already on the Tovi missile upgrade. This is going to be hard to defend, to be honest, and hard to come back from. Even if he kills that, what Sexie's got probably behind this is probably a lot. Only $650 actually. DK Crazy, $725. Yeah, the teams, by the way, is a bug. It happens pretty much in every replay. Don't pay any attention to the teams. DK Crazy and Sexiie are a team. Moker's supply is going down. This attack looks fairly good. He's only got 2 Battle Masters in the mix, though. Another tunnel is going to complete, which is going to cause just a little bit more damage to this Flamer here. Both of those tunnels, importantly, are targeting that Flamer. That's the main thing that you want to kill. Crazy actually weirdly sending his... Oh, that almost detonated, but just missed. These demo traps here are so well placed. They are just going to completely obliterate that army as soon as they go anywhere near the tunnel. DK Crazy now finished his Palace. This is where Tank is strong, and this is why he had to delay him as much as possible. Sexiie is now in the base of Boycah, and Boycah is completely dead, to be honest. Boycah having to help here. Also losing his supply from Crazy. Again, is this down to Moker being the weaker player? Should he have killed that, or was it a bug, and would he have not really been able to stop it anyway? Because I thought that truck was going to kill it. I was 100% sure he was going to kill it. Crazy now has the demolitions upgrade. These tanks are going to go down. That's a really decent hit. One of them does go down actually. Only one Boycah got the detonation off, but the Palace is now up, and I'm pretty sure there's units inside of there because you can see the sandbags up the side. Moker now has 2 lots of micro to do, so he has to defend Boycah's kind of base as well as attack over here. But as soon as Sexiie comes over here with the Vs, along with the demo bikes, it's going to be really hard for Moker to deal with, as well as probably he wants to be expanding over here, he wants to be expanding here. He is collecting really slowly there with the Chinook, but not looking good. Another demo bike gets an excellent hit. 2 Battle Masters really low. Flamer goes down. Sexiie now has the Vs over here, and he can just kind of kite these all day, along with the demo bikes. That was a little bit of an overstep there from Sexiie. Really bad micro. Maybe it's the lag or whatever, I don't know. But these 2 Battle Masters here are so low. 1 Scorpion going down. The V comes back in. The remaining V. Behind this, Sexiie is making... he's got 1 5 ace. He's got a defensive tunnel there from Crazy. But this is just not good enough. I think Moker again was the weak link. Don't mean to pick on him, but I'm just saying exactly what I see. And letting that tunnel up there was game ending, because it just distracted him so long that he wasn't able to attack. But again, excellence from Crazy, because he killed that supply there. Moker knows it's GG. He's basically on 2 supplies versus 4 supplies versus 2 lots of the micro versus 1 set of hands is just not winnable. So Crazy and Sexiie looking completely solid. Moker and Boycah, they looked all right in that one, but you're going to have to be on your super A game if you're going to be winning against Crazy and Sexiie. So we're going to update the scoreboard. 2-0 is best of 11, so there is first to 6 games is going to win. Victoria Malai says, Boycah, what's wrong with you, sad face? To be honest, I don't think Boycah did anything necessarily wrong there. Remember, from the beginning, he had the weaker army. In that game we're talking about there, he had super weapon. He also got TNT'd really early by DK Crazy, who is not his opponent, opposite on the map. And then Moker let the tunnel get completed at the back of the safe supply, so Boycah had to go and defend that. So straight away, Boycah was at like 3 disadvantages against Sexiie, who even in a fair mirror battle is going to be a tough player, never mind with those 3 disadvantages. So I don't think Boycah did anything necessarily wrong there. We're going to go with Manic Aggression. Not one of my favorite maps. Maybe I just need to play it more. Maybe I need to adjust to it, but don't play it very often. And not necessarily my most desired to play on map. Okay, so we've got some decent armies here. Tox, China, Demo. We'll introduce the players in a second. So on Manic Aggression, this is a bit of a weird map because you get only 1 supply, but you get these 2 oils. So it's a pretty unique map, some pretty unique build orders. We've got DK Crazy, bottom right in the orange, China Vanilla. Top right, we've got Sexiie with GLA Demolition. Top left, we've got Moker, GLA Vanilla. And bottom left, Boycah with GLA Tox in the red. So GLA Tox versus China Vanilla, that should be a nice, easy victory, you would hope. Boycah's GLA is pretty good as well, especially like GLA Mirror, which Sexie's also got GLA. Actually, it's GLA all around apart from DK Crazy is China. You see, this is where it gets weird though, because you've got these two oils. This is where you see a 2 barracks build order most commonly. Boycah is being very, very aggressive. Are both of these tunnels going to get up, or is at least one of the tunnels going to get up? I think at least one of them is, because that red guard is no way going to be able to stop them both in time. There are terrorists here from Boycah as well. We've got a rebel out. Interesting to see who kind of wins these battles at the beginning. I don't think that tunnel there is going to be able to reach that, so that's a massive mistake from Moker. Because if these RPGs go inside of there now, I'm pretty sure they're just going to be able to just kill that at range. Mistake again from Moker. He's looking a little bit ropey, to say the least. I know I see some players like I think I've seen Google and a few other people say that Moker is a solid team player, but I'm so far having my doubts. But let's see. Again, I don't mean to pick on one player. I'm just, if I see it or I think it, then I say it. So I got nothing against Moker. He is a good player. Played some good 1v1s against him, but you see that range, he's just completely killed straight away. It's a pretty just like a basic mistake. He's just made it just out of range, but I don't know, maybe Moker is just warming up. He has got an aggressive tunnel in DK Crazy's base. I think they're going to try and double DK Crazy. Oil capture is coming in. DK Crazy's got mines surrounding all of his oils, so there's going to be no tech terror going to be able to get in there. Sexiie now getting his oils. Moker is slow getting his oils, or there is 1 rebel starting to capture. Boycah is a little bit slow as well. Slower than the enemy anyway. No veterans. See, that's a massive mistake, unless he has gone Marauders, which it doesn't look like he has. Big mistake. That tentacle's probably going to go down. Oh, man. This is looking so bad for the left team, in my opinion. Never Tech RPG. This is Everything is going in the way of Crazy and Sexiie so far, apart from this middle capture here and this oil capture that's about to come in. Where it's going to be interesting is where Boycah gets onto 2 or 3 war factories, which I have a feeling he's going to do very soon. He's going to be on 4 oils. That's when it's going to get interesting, and when he starts to push into this, but there are bunkers there. And I think Crazy is going to be going for mass MiG spam. I think that's what he's going to be doing, and trying to mainly support his mate, which is Sexiie. But you see, at the moment, it looks like Moker is getting pushed back once again. He does have this tunnel here, though, that is about to be cleared out. Or at least take a load of damage anyway. Crazy will probably be upgrading to Black Napalm now. You see, that's a really nice place of bunker, really nice place of war factory, just mines all around. Sexiie actually has a base, or a tunnel rather, in Boycah's base, which is going to slow down Boycah for at least a little bit. Boycah sending 1 quad to the tunnel. That is a complete waste. Boycah's tunnel is also not completed there. PS says, am I going to play today? Probably not. Probably by the end of the stream, I'll probably be shortly going to bed. So it depends. If this game's super quick, then maybe, but probably not. I've got a video, an hour-and-a-half video of me playing to upload straight after this. So if you stay around on my channel, exactly a few minutes after this stream ends, there will be a video. Boycah now on the 2 war factory spam. MiGs are now out from Crazy. MiGs for China Vanilla is an excellent choice or build order to go down, because you can support across the map very, very quickly. You can strike very, very fast. Black Napalm is very, very strong. You can get loads and loads of damage off very, very quick. A tunnel is now up for Boycah. I don't know if Sexie's seen that or not. I think that will be just on the edge of this palace, and unless Sexie's paying attention, but there is loads and loads of Scorps out, and there's going to be loads and loads of MiGs as well, so be lucky if that tunnel gets any damage off at all, really. But this tunnel here is really, really slowing Boycah down. I mean, what has Boycah... Moker's going palace now, but what has Moker actually got on the map? He's got so few units on the map. MiGs coming in, both tunnels going down. Actually, one of the tunnels going down. That building is being flamed out there. I think Crazy's going to be able to take this middle area back very, very quick. Boycah needs to put them... Oh, no, I don't know if I would attack yet, to be honest. I think I would amass a bigger army, first of all. But again, look at... Boycah's doing this massive attack, but meanwhile, Moker's bunkering up and going for a palace. He's probably going to be making markets and stuff. Moker needs to be on the aggression as well. They need to be working in tandem. That needs to be a second war factory, and they need to be doing some aggression. If they're both linked up and done that, this attack would be much, much stronger. But this is just going to be some aggression from Boycah. It's going to be completely stomped on by the right team. This is going to all get cleared up, and then Boycah's going to have to switch into bunkering, but then he's already invested into 2 war factories and a load of army. So, I don't know. I don't want to pick on Moker too much, but it just looks like, what is Moker actually doing at the moment? If they'd have both got a tunnel here and both attacked with 2 war factories, this would have been so much stronger. Yeah, Crazy and Sexiie probably will be on TeamSpeak. You're very, very true. They can communicate much, much faster, but Boycah and Moker, I'm not sure they are. They might be, I don't know. These MiGs are getting a hell of a lot of damage off. I would like to see a command center from DK Crazy very, very soon, because no doubt he'll be on 3-star very, very soon. A load of quads here from the Tox player. Okay, he's got to counter the MiGs, but because he's got Scorps, they're just going to rip through these. I think he's lost a load of quads there already. I mean, what? Why did he make the palace? What has he gained from building the palace? And then floating 2.7k. Okay, he's made a Jarman, but is that really worth upgrading? Like, it's 2.5k for the palace and then 1.5k for the Jarman. So that's 4k invested in total. But meanwhile, Boycah's attack got stomped. DK Crazy's going to go for the turret there. I wonder if the oil's going to survive this. MiGs are coming in. All of Boycah's army's getting completely decimated. Boycah's now having to switch into black markets. Again, though, here it's quads versus Scorps. The Scorps are just going to wreck through these. I mean, there's actually a fair few Scorps going down, but Sexie's still going to come out on top. He's now switching into buses. Like, if you're going to make a palace, at least make a black market and get the workers' shoes, because that then catapults you ahead in terms of economy against the opposing GLA. But I don't know. I think Moker should have done a terror attack in the beginning. But it's just looking super solid as usual from Sexiie and Crazy. But again, similar to the other games, a bit of excellence from Boycah. Maybe not excellence, but a glimmer of goodness. But Moker is just looking lackluster, and you need to have a 100% plan going into any of these games versus Crazy and Sexiie. You cannot just like sit around. I would recommend aggression. Boycah's not Boker, but Boycah's oil's now going down. MiGs are coming in as well. Probably going to go for a war factory or a supply. You're going for the supply. So Boycah's economy is completely decimated now. He's lost that oil, or about to. Crazy is taking pretty much all of this, and I really can't see Boycah and Moker winning the reverse of this, because it's considered the right-hand side team had the weaker armies here by far. I mean, what was it? Tox versus what? Demo China. The left team had the stronger armies here by far. Yeah, this is over. As Fast Air says in the chat, this is over. Moker's now made a black market, but game has slowed down a little bit. There is so many MiGs though for DK Crazy. He's now got an internet center. Command center is up as well. One thing I would like to see is probably the command center a little bit closer to the edge of the map, if we're nitpicking for DK Crazy. One MiG going down there, which is pretty good, but the whole bus going down is way worth it. MiG's still circling. DK Crazy and Sexiie have the massive economy. To be honest, look, they have no oils. They've got a couple of markets. This is a complete waste of time. Even the best players in the world are not going to be able to win this game in the situation that Boycah and Moker are in. It's just not enough. Even these three markets are out economied by these oils, so it's completely over. It's just a complete waste of time. It's GG. Yeah, the score is correct, by the way. It's 2-0 and soon to be 3-0. I think the trick is when you're going into tough games like this in a grand final, when you're on the loading screen and whatever, and when you're building your first couple of workers and stuff, like Moker, for example, you need to have a 100% plan in your head. You cannot just like do a few tunnels here and there, make a technical, make a tunnel here that actually did nothing. Tech RPG that went down, both of their tech RPGs went down. You need to have a 100% plan. So, for example, going for a terror tech whilst getting simultaneous close tunnels up in their base, or I don't know. I feel like Moker didn't have a plan at all. Moker is trying to continue, but this is going to get picked apart. Quite a few MiGs going to go down here, though. Loads of MiGs. Pretty much all of the MiGs have gone down there. Moker with the bounty might be able to bring in some money, but he doesn't even have a command center. This, to me, so far, is looking like a bit of a walkover. It's going to be 4-0. You might as well say it's 4-0 already, because I really cannot see if Boycah and Moker just lost this one with Tox versus China Vanilla and Demo, then they're probably highly likely to lose the reverse, because they're going to have the weaker armies. China Vanilla against two Toxes, I can tell you what's probably going to happen. The two Toxes are going to get tunnels here, and they're probably just going to double him, and the China's going to go down. So Is Moker going to do a comeback? There's some demo bites coming in. These demo bites should all go down without causing any damage because the quads are very, very good. Quads are in numbers are a very good counter against demo bikes. A load of MiGs did go down, but it seems like Crazy has just respawned basically them all. They're all coming in now, and these need to fan out an X. A load of MiGs going to go down again, but all the quads going to go down as well. I think it was like 3 MiGs for about 6 or 7 quads.
You have been defeated.
G is going to go to 3-0. Roll says, as I can't post in game replays, but I can post here. I can play Friday 15 to 19 GMT. I can play 18 GMT on Friday. So, yeah, for those that don't know, I'm due to play Roll in some matchups tournament. Actually, if you watched my recent video about 0 hour activity and stuff, no wait, how much money is in 0 hour at the moment? The last tournament I mentioned on there has now started, and I'm against Roll in the first tournament. So yeah, Roll. If you want your beating on Friday, then yeah, no problem. I'll dish you out a beating any day of the week, my friend. Okay, so we're going to see the reverse. Tox versus China. Boycah going China. That's a mistake. You want to put your strongest player as the strongest army. But what am I to say? I'm not going to comment. Yeah, you want to put your strongest player as your strongest army. Maybe Boycah feels confident with China. I mean, I think out of all the armies that Boycah can play, I think China and China Mirrors are his weakest. But let's see how he does. Did I outdo the scoreboard? I think I did. Yeah, we're on 3-0. I think it's going to be 4-0, but I'm just a commentator. I'm not to predict. Not meant to, anyway. Okay, we've got Crazy Sexiie. Tox on the left-hand side. DK Crazy in the bottom left. There's Orange Tox. Top left, we've got Sexiie with the apparently GNA Vanilla, but I'm pretty sure that's Tox. Yeah, it's Tox. Top right, we've got Moker. I hope Moker brings a plan to the table this time. He's had time to think about this one now. And then here we've got Boycah with China Vanilla in the pink. I'm hoping to see a much better game from Moker, so I don't mean to keep picking on him like I keep saying. But so far, to me, I just say what I see, and I see a weak link in Moker so far. We've got bottom right, we've got Boycah going for a barracks and a supply with China Vanilla. We've got Crazy going for 2 barracks. He's going to be going for, I imagine, his oils very quickly, along with the Terratech. I imagine. Got Sexiie with a defensive tunnel on his war factory. We've got Moker with 2 defensive tunnels. He's completely scrapping this area now. And he's actually going for an aggressive tunnel in DK Crazy's base. I think he's going to go for a Terratech in DK Crazy's base. DK Crazy, is he going to be prepared for it? This I really like, and even I forget to do this sometimes. A really nice early tunnel from Sexiie in Crazy's base. And a really well-positioned one, and the worker's gone literally straight across the map. It's not like just a worker placed there like DK Crazy is. He's actually gone all the way across the map and actually can help him. And the investment in that cost is only $800 for the tunnel. Obviously the worker as well, so $1,000. But if a Terratech comes or something and you're able to pop out your units and kill that for free, actually this Terratech is actually going to be very, very fast. If that's the Tech RPG, which is not, I don't know if it is. Yeah, it is. That's going to be a really, really good hit. If he can force fire the ground. Oh man, no. He killed the workers. Is that gonna kill everything? I think he can. He's killed the war factory. The supply hasn't gone completely down. The technical a little bit out of position. That's actually a very, very good hit. Crazy is now, he's not screwed, but he's very, very damaged. And there's a Helix coming in now as well. as well as a flamer, and Sexie's going to have to come to the aid here, and this is where that tunnel is actually going to come in very, very big handy. We've got Sexiie actually with the quads a little bit out of position, but DK Crazy's taking a hell of a beating. This Terror Tech from Moker is exactly what I want to see. Clearly got a plan. That's exactly what I want to be seeing. This oil going down from Crazy. To be honest, I think Boycah at this point needs to be... well, he could have killed that tunnel for a start, which he's not. That Helix is now taking more and more damage, but I think that Helix could have come in and probably killed the barracks and killed some other stuff. I think the oil could have been killed by that flamer, so I think he could have maximized the opportunity a bit more there, Boycah. Maybe he's paying attention back here. He's not even got his oils, and both of his trucks have gone down. He's only on $200. Maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he was paying attention back here. Interested to see what Moker does now. Moker actually coming in and denying the oils of DK Crazy again. DK Crazy got $3,000. The terrorists from Moker are going to hit the oil. This is really, really good. But Boycah is so screwed at the moment. He's only got $200. He needs to get this oil capture. If those two red guards go down. But in the meanwhile, Sexiie has just been allowed to expand to that oil. Moker's base is completely surrounded, really. Moker is desperately trying to place some demo traps down, but I'm not convinced. He hasn't even got his oil. You see what I mean? This is just so weak from Moker, because he's not even going to be able to, like, stabilize or anything. I mean, he's caused some big damage to Crazy. Boycah this whole time, though, is not collecting. He just literally doesn't have a nice enough money to build the trucks. But this from Moker, I mean, he's floating 1,500 there. He could have had them both of them oils and probably be able to fight off this, but Boycah now is completely wrecked despite that great TNT. I don't know, man. Am I being harsh on Moker, or is he letting the team down? I think, apart from that amazing TNT, and he's killed, I suppose he has killed the oils as well. But now he's just letting Boycah get overrun. There's no tunnel in Boycah's base. He's not got his oils behind this. He's floating 1,500 when he could have easily just queued up 2 rebels and got the oils. Boycah's been completely destroyed. I don't know, man. This is not looking good. It's definitely going to be a 4-0. Moker just doesn't have any tunnels anywhere near, so Boycah is 100% going down. These tunnels here has literally divided the base. Crazy's now going for the oils there. Crazy's just being basically allowed to build back up to where he was before. He's only got this one quad and a few RPGs, but Sexie's just basically doing everything. Moker's still not on any oils. I mean, at the 5 minutes and a half mark on this map, he's got a few scorps, but I would just throw in the towel now. He doesn't know. 2 scorps is just not enough. We've got a Terror Tech coming in again. This oil capture is just way too slow. He should be on like 2 war factories by now. He should have had that middle control there, in my opinion. That was not bad, I guess, what he just did there, but these Toxtons are going to be able to hold their own. Boycah's gone. Boycah's just completely dead. I don't know, maybe Boycah should have done a 2 Helix, like kind of all in, combined with Moker's TNT. That probably would have killed DK Crazy, and then they could have worried about the 2v1 versus Sexiie. That's still going to be hard, but I don't know. Sexiie and Crazy are just, in my opinion, on another level to Boycah and Moker. Maybe not so much to Boycah. I feel like Boycah is still pretty good, but compared to Moker, I just feel they're levels ahead. I don't even know why Moker's still in the game. This is a complete loss. I'm not quite sure what happened there with the RPGs. That's a lot of wasted RPGs. And Crazy actually going heavy quads, actually. Where's his war factory? That's the question. His war factories are here. And a palace there as well. I don't know, man. Moker should get out of the server. This is a complete waste of time, and there's no way he's going to be able to win one spot against 3 spots with multiple other oils and tech buildings. Is completely over, unless Moker is just literally doing this just to keep his hands warm and to warm up a little bit more. To me, Moker's looking a little bit weak. I don't know. There's so many quads out now. I don't know if quads is the right thing against these Scorps, but there's just so many of them. I think they are just going to tear through the base. Moker's desperately trying to hold on against all these quads. He is not doing so bad, but ultimately he's just going to get overrun. There's some RPGs in the mix. As soon as these Scorps pop out now, which they're going to have to, they're all just going to get taken down by the RPGs. It is GG. He does have power, though. Maybe he was trying to hold on with the power. I didn't... Oh, has Boycah even quit? Boycah has quit, but the power plant's still pink. Am I seeing that right? Is that pink? That looks pretty pink to me. Boycah's quit, but the power plant's pink. But actually, on the map, it's blue. You see that? Definitely pink. Or am I colorblind? Moker just desperately trying to hold on with the last few Scorps and one scrapped up and vetted quad. Rabble ambush, but it means nothing. DK crazy, $900. Moker on 1200. Sexiie on 2000. Even making black markets, but I feel that it's unnecessary. Black markets and palaces going down on all sides, but this is once again a complete walkover. You could say this was probably the... I don't know, was it the biggest walkover? There was, again, a bit of hope for him when that amazing TNC happened, but this is not looking good. Moker just needs to get out. This is a complete waste of time. Gonna make my next drink while we're waiting for this to end.
You have been
GG, you're 50 minutes in. Maybe Moker is just warming up or something, but again, Boycah Moker's team completely overrun, I felt. 4-0. Okay, guys, 4-0. Did I update the score? Yeah, I did. Let me know. Do you think Boycah and Moker are going to make a comeback, or do you think this is the end? They need to win pretty much the next 6 games in a row. They can afford to lose one more, but apart from that, it has to be 100% wins. So, let's see. Okay, so they want some Tournament Island, quite a bunkery map, so maybe that's Boycah's idea of winning. As they want to go for some bunkery style. They need to hope for some kind of balanced armies, maybe like a GLA mirror all round, where they can potentially win both ways, the reverse as well as the initial game. One thing that's not fair about this random reverse is, like, let's say we play now and it's everyone has a chance to go into the game and they've got like literally 5 seconds now to decide what build order they want to do with the armies that are on the screen. Whereas in the reverse, if it's a weaker armies, you've got longer to think about it because you're still in the lobby, all that stuff. Whereas now they just have to play. So let's say like Moker and Boycah, let's say they've some really weak armies now. They've just got to improvise now and play. Whereas in the reverse, the opposing team then gets time to think about their strategy. Something that Google, another player, has raised before. Anyway, enough about that. We've got Boycah in top left. Tournament Island is the map. USA Laser in the red. Top right, we've got Moker, GLA Vanilla in the blue. Bottom right, we've got Sexiie, China Nuke. And bottom left, we've got DK Crazy in his famous orange colour, GLA Stealth. So we've got Nuke against GLA, USA against Stealth. Actually, pretty balanced all around. I think probably the top team have got the advantage because this USA is going to be able to do big damage to Nuke, and I think that's what Boycah is going to be doing. He's going to be making Vs like we saw in the first game. He's going to be helping out Moker and causing damage to like the Battle Masters and the gas that Sexiie is going to be producing. Looks like Sexiie is either going to go for a barracks there, or he's going to go for a quick propaganda center, which actually is, if you watch a lot of his Nuke recently, it's a build order that he likes to do a lot of. He is against GLA, so unless Moker kind of spots this early and does some damage early, it's going to be hard for him to. It's going to be hard for Moker to deal with. As soon as the Overlords and the Lotus and the ECMs and stuff get out, it's going to be hard. So yeah, Boycah might be able to punish him actually because he's not going to have that many defensive units out in the beginning. But he's going to have Overlords out very quick, so let's see if Boycah has spotted it. Where's Boycah's drone? I'm not even sure where the drone is. This technical is going to get in. I'm not sure if it's tech RPGs or not, but it's going to get in the base of Moker. If that's got some terrorists in it, it's going to screw Moker. If it hasn't got some terrorists in it, it's going to screw Moker anyway, because he's going to be able to kill all them workers. The workers need to go inside of the technical if he's going to save it. The technical's now going to run away. Then workers need to be put back instantly. This is a big mistake from Moker. Moker's, I don't mean to pick on Moker, but this is just so bad. He needs to put them back instantly. This is all denied mining time just from one technical that hasn't even done anything. This V, like I predicted, is going to come in. That technical is going to go down. There are RPGs inside of there, and this V is probably going to go down. Oh, it's looking very bad for the top team straight away. All that mining time from them workers being away from there. The rebels and ready to capture the oil, but there's no aggression on the Nuke at all. This build orders are going to be allowed to pay off. Those Nuke Overlords are going to be super hard to deal with so quick. Lotus is going to be out so quick, which is very economical for getting these oils. Everything once again is looking in the favor of the South team. Another V going to go down here. Just going to escape, but all these missile defenders here are going to go down. Actually, he might. Yeah, he's going to kill both of them Battle Masters. Yeah, both of the Battle Masters. That's actually not too bad, but this Overlord is out already, and this Palace nowhere near completion, not even started. Moker needs to drop down a Palace instantly. It needs to be an instant Palace, because there's only a Jarman who's going to be able to deal with this. You don't want to be taking head-on engagement, so Palace is now up. 2 fire bases drop down for Boycah. He's looking solid as per usual in these games, but once again, Moker's just not looking the greatest. I mean, what kind of attack is this, man? Oh, no, they're evacuated in the wrong place. There's not even ECMs nearby. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, well, he's going to kill 2 Overlords for it. Very sloppy, though, but he's going to kill 2 Overlords. There was the drone. The drone is now picked off. Crazy got some well-placed tunnels in Sexie's base. 2 Overlords were picked off. The Lotus is now out, but Moker's front door is wide open once again. Palace is 52%. Carty Loco asks, is the best of 9, best of 11, or best of 13? It's a best of 11, so it's first to win 6 games. So we're actually not that far off the end of the stream if it keeps going this way. Yeah. I prefer it when it's really close. Oh man, this is bad. 4V going down. Probably an ambulance going down there as well. No, ambulance is just going to escape. Late tunnel going down in Boycah's base. Probably not the best of ideas. I don't know. Bunkering at this stage, in my opinion, you're already behind. Is bunkering now going to be the best of ideas? Crazy's already on 2 markets. Boycah's now apparently offline. It's just a bug with the communicator. Crazy's attack wasn't the greatest there. I think he's probably going to lose 1V. Yeah. I think there's a lag, to be honest. You can see the lag and the delay with the units. So actually, losing that V was probably quite easy to do with this lag. We've got some cash hack probably coming in now. There's actually just capturing it. I would always recommend... oh, please. Oh, my God. What am I actually watching today? Is this really a grand finals? He's just allowed him to take GLA. I would have preferred the cash hack, to be honest, because taking the 1000 is much, much better. But Sexie's now got the supply. The workers now long distance collecting into over here. Overlord is in the base. I think Moker was paying attention in his top left. Nuke Mig's now out for Sexiie. I missed that. Super weapon is actually placed down. This supply now is mined out, but these Nuke Migs are just going to completely wreck everyone. Boycah is sending something in a Chinook towards Sexie's base. Not quite sure what that's going to be, but there is a Nuke Mig already out. Unless there's an Avenger in there. There's no Avenger. So these Nuke Migs are just going to be able to turn around and just completely own this. Sexiie not paying attention. He's now going back. But this is GG. Actually, a bit of bad target in there, but Sexiie is now being defended by Crazy. Moker is LOLing again. I don't know what quite lost there, but I don't know actually. Is it just me, or is it not looking so bad, all things considered, for the top team? Because now that that airfield has gone down, Sexiie actually doesn't have that much because he has invested into the super weapon and all the upgrades. Moker was asking how on that. This is real poor. The fact that he's even asking how. You get a notification that your building is being captured, and he's asking how. That's and he's only just realized now, like a few minutes later. This is real bad from Moker. It doesn't look like Sexiie actually has that much. She's now placing down an internet center. I'm not sure if that's the best idea or not. But yeah, because he's invested into the super weapon, which is 4,500. The nuke migs are 1,600 each. He doesn't have the armor upgrade. That would normally be 1,000. So had to rebuild the airfield a couple of times. The nuke mig upgrade is also, how much is that? Is it 2,000? Or was it 1,200? I can't remember how much the nuke mig upgrade is. Someone probably will know in the chat. Boycah has now quit. I wonder if he rage quit or he's just allowing Moker to take the power. Again, though, it's going to be 2v1, but he is going to have fast construction time. Nuke mig's coming in and actually killing 3 quads at least. 1 nuke mig going down there. And Sexie's got to be careful because he's going to be on limited income. Crazy sending in a Chinook. How the hell Does he have USA? That's a good question. Obviously with the Jarman, stole the Dozer. Symphony is coming in. He's dropping off some terrorists. Very, very nice. Very rare to see, but very, very nice. Excellent TNT. Chinook TNT. Very, very rare. Probably seen that either 0 or 1 times in my history of 0 hour. So you've just witnessed some history, unless you've seen that before. Moker is now clearing out these tunnels that have somehow got inside of his base. Crazy is establishing a strategy center. Humanity says how was based on what happened in the top left. Yeah, probably. There was a load of dead Vs here, I think. But actually when Moker said how, Crazy responded with, you probably didn't sell, so I think they were on about the supply, and at that time Moker was killing that supply. I don't know, man. I'm not impressed with Moker's level of play. The oils have now gone down, so the bottom team are economically ahead. There's a Scud Storm up there, but the nuke is about to fire. There's another TNT from Crazy. Very nice. Missed that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them is about to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 oils. 2 oils. Almost full internet center. The bottom team is just levels ahead, I'm afraid. Yeah, one of them is about to go down. Cyrus D says the MiG is 1,400 each. No, I think you're right. Is it? I can't remember now. Is it 1,200 for China Vanilla? Yeah, it's 1,200 for China Vanilla. 1,400 for Nuke. 1,600 for Tank. Yeah, I got that wrong. Massive, massive engagement here. Loads of Moker's units going down, but in retaliation, though, he is actually causing a fair bit of damage. Loads of quads having to go back there. But he's got a nice, nice army there. Mixture of Avengers, quads, laser lock from the missile defenders, as well as the overlords. Another amazing Chinook terrorist combination there. Moker's USA base is completely being wrecked. Moker cannot do anything about it, because remember, he's 1 set of hands now versus 2 sets of hands. Nuke is ready to launch. Probably there is the best target. You don't really want to be launching it back here, because it's not going to do much use. I don't know about Moker investing into tunnels in the back of his base. Not sure if that's the best. This is also not the best of ideas, collecting with workers and Chinooks, but I suppose it doesn't make much of a difference at this point. I think it's better just to get the workers off there and just let the USA collect. The nuke is ready to fire. There is loads and loads of hackers out. That's a full internet center plus another 5 hackers. Crazy's investing in more and more markets. No building upgrade from Crazy, and he's actually got 4,400. Bit of a mistake. You could say he needs the building upgrade, especially when the Scud is only 2 minutes and 23 off firing. This base from Moker is completely destroyed. The Avengers need to be careful, but there is a nuke launched. Is that there? No, it's actually in the base, and it's actually on the Scud, so there's going to be... Don't tell me that's a terrorist. That's terrorists again. It's going to go down. Yeah, terrorists. That would have been very nice, but Moker actually responded very quickly to that and actually hit it. These nuke need to be careful, but also Moker needs to be very careful, because as soon as they pop in the wrong place... Actually, he does have the Avengers in the right place, though, so... I think all the MiGs would have to fire at exactly the same time to get through. Just kill 3 quads for 3 MiGs. It's not worth it. 1,400 a MiG, like Dan said, compared to 750 each a quad. He is demo, isn't he? Is he demo? I can't remember what he was. No, GLA 700 a quad. Loads and loads of quads out for Crazy. Crazy just completely wrecked this base here. Phantom Channel says, am I Australian? No, I'm British. I'm from the UK. Moker is hanging in there. Fair dues to him, holding on every time. His scud has gone down. That was really the only advantage I was kind of giving him, that he had a powerful super weapon that could have been launched here. Could have killed the oils, could have killed the internet center. Very, very strong. But Crazy here is just completely wrecking the base. There are overlords out now, combined with the quads. But Crazy does have the Search and Destroy up, and I think it does it apply to the GLA units as well? I think it does. I think it gives them the increased range. So in quad v quad battle, I think he will win. Another tech Chinook. No, not tech Chinook. What am I on about? Chinook Terror. What we normally say tech terrorist. This is Chinook Terror. Sounds weird, but that's exactly what it is. The Chinook there is going to go down, which is going to give Moker more XP. No command center placed down for Moker, so and he's floating 8k. I'm not sure why he's floating 8k. He needs to place down a ridiculous... Does he have power? No, he doesn't have power, does he? It's actually not a bad attack from him, but the Overlord's a little bit out of position there with the Avengers. This is over once again. GG from Moker. He knows it. GG, and it's 5-0.
You have been defeated.
I can't see Boycah and Moker winning the rematch. Moker is now offline. I don't know if that's just the communicator again. I'm going to assume it is. It said they were both offline there, but I think it's just the communicator. Unless Moker's just had enough. It's 5-0 so far. It's just a complete decimation so far. I don't see Moker in the lobby, so I don't know if Moker's had enough, or if he's still stuck in the thing. Yeah, I can't see the nuke here being able to win. Like Crazy's going to go USA. He's just going to hit the nuke, I think. Can't remember. Was he USA or laser? Does anyone remember? Just waiting for Boycah. Yeah, this is a complete walkover so far, which is when I volunteered to stream this, I was afraid this would happen. But Crazy and Sexiie are a really tough team to SKS says, thanks for broadcasting. No problem, it's my pleasure. Cheers for tuning in. Dali NK says, like I told you, it's going to be 6-0. LOL. Sometimes if you get some really imbalanced armies, like if you get Tox versus China, it can go 1-1. And then if you get that again, it'll go 2-2, 3-3, and so on. So sometimes it can actually look closer than actually the skill level between the teams look. But actually, I think it's been fairly balanced throughout this. With some slight imbalances, but relatively balanced. I mean, it's not like been air versus China, for example. Let's see if Boycah and Moker can get one on the board. We've got bottom right, Moker in the blue nuke. And in the bottom left, we've got Boycah with the GLA Stealth in the red. Top left, we've got DK Crazy going for a fast barracks. I'm hoping to see some fast action on the nuke. He's laser. And then top right, we've got Sexiie, GLA Vanilla. So yeah, I'm most interested to watch Crazy here. I think he's going to be going for a fast drop. 3 missile defenders dropped outside of their nukes. War Factory laser lock the first few units that are going to come out, combined with Sexiie doing probably a terror tech, maybe. He's done his barracks far forward rather than facing backwards and close to his base, a little bit slower at getting the terrorists out. He's actually going for the rebels, so he's going for the actually Crazy going for the oil capture. I thought he was actually going to go for a drop. Boycah in the meantime is preparing a terror attack. Oh, this is a bad build order. Man, Moker is disappointing me. There's no need to do that War Factory first, in my opinion, because you can pretty much get that supply out whilst that other one is building. I don't think you need to do that really quickly. I mean, he's going to have the first few units out. He's going to have that unit out there a little bit quicker. But is it really going to make that much of an impact that you've sacrificed part of your economy? Personally, I would have preferred to see the... Because if he builds a second truck now, he's going to have to cut the production in a minute anyway. But overall, he's just slowed down his economy. So I'd prefer to see the 2 supplies quicker. But I don't know, man. Sexiie is playing really, really defensive. Moker's not going to be able to break through here nice and easy. He's going to need... And even though he's made that second one quick and got some aggression out, he's kind of just like going to the left and then just chilling a little bit. Like, if you're going to try some really, really fast aggression, then yeah, fair enough. But I don't know, he's not even really done anything with it. I'm not sure, man. Units going down from both Moker and Boycah very, very quick. This technical is a little bit out of position and no veterancy. Don't know if he's gone for Marauders or not. There is a technical here. Again, no veterancy. Boycah does have a worker in the left-hand side of Crazy's base, which actually that could come in big, big handy when Crazy is out of position. He has a laser turret at the front of his base. Boycah is now preparing a tunnel. I think Crazy, with the massive range of their missile defenders, should be able to see that, but I don't know if he's paying attention. I think he can literally see it on the map physically, but I don't think he probably will be looking. So that tunnel probably will get up, especially with that drone. He should be able to see that now, but he doesn't have any radar. Crazy has spotted it. You see the map awareness? He has spotted it. We've got a tentacle coming in. If that tunnel got up, that was probably not game changing, but would have caused a lot more damage. This technical here is going to get in some tech. RPG, 1 dozer going down. Crazy does have another dozer though, of course. Something has been killed there. I'm not sure what that was. Probably a barracks. Oh, no, there's another barracks there. I'm not sure exactly what's been killed there. So Moker went 2 war factories, propaganda center, and then barracks. Boycah once again is doing the aggression and the hard work. V going to go down there. Very, very nice. His technical in the RPG is going to go down though. He's going oils. Crazy and Sexiie way, way ahead though. A palace in a very nice position. That's going to kind of seal off that entrance. But it is going to leave his front door wide open, and the Battlemasters for Moker are going to get in. If they get in the supply lines, which I think they probably will do, a fair amount of workers are going to go down, but there is a V here, probably fully loaded with missile defenders. Crazy behind this is making a strategy center. Not sure what's in there. Is it tech RPG? No, it's just empty. I mean, but Moker is last to get his oils again, and we're already approaching the 5 or 5.5 minute mark again. I didn't like his build order. This lone overlord is easily going to go down. Oh, he has got an ECM there, so might survive a little bit longer. But it is going to be chased away. Actually, you might be able to pick off a few Vs here. 2 Vs have gone down. Actually, that's not so bad. Actually, at all. I take that back. It's actually not so bad. I felt probably it was more Crazy's mistake. He should have been going back. Nice from... that's not cheating. I don't think that's cheating. No, yeah, I think that is allowed. In my opinion, that is allowed. The power was down anyway, but in my opinion, that is allowed. It's not classed as scaffold abuse in the sense that you scan your enemy in the beginning and you block their supplies. It's considered, I think it's considered skill, because if it's like similar to scrap deny, it's a risk, because he's risking $500. All Crazy has to do is click there and click on the barracks, and the barracks is going to go down. So in my opinion, it's a skill thing, because it's a huge risk. You're risking $500. I don't think it's abuse. I think it's considered pro. And actually helps you win USA, which USA is generally the strongest army in the game. I don't think that's abuse. I know a few people have said that on my channel before. I think I did it against Vivid. Was it against Vivid or Dance or someone? In a 1v1, one of the finals. It's not considered abuse in my opinion. Abuse is when you literally put zero effort into it and you massively change the game. For example, when you're USA and you scan your opponent in the beginning, you place like a barracks there, completely stopping him building a supply from the get-go. That's abuse. Scrap deny is considered skill. That's allowed. And in my opinion, placing a scaffold in front of a turret, which can easily be killed, it's a massive risk. You're risking it. You're risking the opponent not looking. In my opinion, it's considered skillful. Nice drop from Crazy here. He has killed one dozer, killed the propaganda center. Moker now has his oils. Not sure where the Lotus is. It's there, but his base is completely getting wrecked by just 2Vs. Boycah is now coming in. There's no tunnel in sight, really. Oh, that's what was killed before with the terrorists. It was the tunnel. Boycah is now coming in with the quads. But this is GG once again, I'm afraid. This is definitely GG. Yeah, I'm catching up on the chat now. There is a delay, but yeah, I see people are telling me the tunnel was killed. It was the tunnel, you were correct. Quite a lot of action happening now. Moker's base is completely getting wrecked. There is a overlord there from Sexiie. Somehow he's managed to capture his own overlord. But there is busters now, there's Scorps. He's probably he's on markets behind this. He's got worker shoes as well. I don't know if he's got worker shoes or not. I think he has. Power going down now, but once again, Moker. I really don't mean to pick on Moker. I literally just, if I think one player is weaker, Moker was again late to get his oils. He did some fast war factories, just cutting his economy a little bit, but then did no aggression behind it. He, yeah, I don't know. I know we're being a bit harsh on him, but if you're going to go up and try and win against Crazy and Sexiie, which are considered probably one of the stronger 2v2 teams, you're going to have to be literally on your A game. Everything is going to have to be perfect if you're going to be winning against them. Moker likes his expressions, the ... I'm not sure quite what happened there. Maybe someone else knows. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there is a dozer going down. So, actually, Boycah's on... Man, I'm missing way too much action. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. There's a dozer gone down there from Moker. So, Moker's on no dozer. He does have a nuke, though, that needs to now be sold. But, USA for Boycah, he's managed to take a dozer. Disabled Buster. I think the Lotus has got that, but the Lotus actually went down there to the Scorps. That Buster is going to go down now. And that's a Terratech of... Oh, is it a Terratech? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. But either way, a load of the Vs are going down, but a load of the buggies are going down as well. Boycah does have power now, so he's going to be able to rebuild them buggies very, very quick. There are several tunnels here, or 2 tunnels rather. So as long as he picks off that ambulance, actually, these Vs won't be able to reheal. Moker is coming in to try and defend this. It's actually not looking so bad. Actually, Crazy is also dozeless. Missed that. So maybe that's what the ... or the LOL was for. Oh no, man. Oh, you can't believe Crazy made that mistake. It's Crazy considered probably the best player that we're watching right now. And literally just walked his V straight into some terrorists. So there we go. Maybe he was paying attention back at home, but that was a big oversight and big mistake from Crazy. Sexie's also got nuke. He's got a power. Moker's pretty much dead. He needs to sell that, and he's got 7,500. Has he queued up some units? Needs to be making mines. He's spending his cash. Maybe they can win this one. Sexie's looking very, very strong, but if they can pick off maybe like that war factory, I think that Crazy is going to be out of this. The war factory, sorry, the palace has been beaconed. Cartiloco says, who would I choose to be my teammate if having to play against Crazy and Sexiie? You probably have to pick... I'm a strong believer that the best 1v1 players are also some of the best 2v2 players, so I would probably be picking Rage or Google. I can't really think. Maybe Xcal if Xcal came back, but if we're talking active players, probably Google. I think Hawkeye is too defensive, although Hawkeye is good. I think probably Google if we're talking about active players. Maybe Scuba as well. Scuba is I know he's in the chat. I know we're not the best of friends, but I think to beat players like Sexiie and Crazy, you have to be very, very aggressive and like controlled, really well microed aggression. And I think if he had two players, let's say me and Scuba, or someone who did that, like I think Scuba's playstyle fits that quite nicely, then I think that's probably one of the ways you're going to be taking Sexiie and Crazy down. It needs to be really hard and decent aggression. You need to hit them very, very hard and take them out, or do serious damage early, and that's probably one way you're going to be beating Sexiie and Crazy. But this is looking like a 6-0 to me. But all players are still in it. No one's quit out yet. Moker is looking very, very weak. He's floating 12k. At this point, Moker just needs to be running over them rebels and then just handing over to Boycah. This is unwinnable for Moker. He's not achieving anything just by microing the occasional Battlemaster. These Vs here are just going to be able to just walk in, just walk straight into these tunnels. I don't think he's got anything inside of the tunnels. The power did go down. But this is going to be a complete whitewash. It is 6-0. I might as well update the score now. There's a few Battlemasters here fighting against these Scorps. Yeah, you could say size as well, but I don't know. The feeling amongst the community is that size, although a beast in 1v1, you will never see him like do a. He's a really solid team player, but you never see him really. I don't think has he ever won a team game, a team tournament, or a 2v2, or a 3v3 tournament, apart from maybe Twilight Flame. He's like really good and really solid, but I feel like to beat someone like Sexiie and Crazy, I don't know. You could go with size as long as you both played along with the same playstyle. If you both played that longer, strategic kind of game, but I don't know. If size would play very aggressive, then I think it could work. But I think size is considered is not considered one of the top team players. 1v1, yeah, sure, he's probably the best of all time, or arguably at least top 2 1v1 of all time. But I think in order to be Sexiie and Crazy, I think aggression is probably one of the ways of doing it, and probably one of the easier ways of doing it is being nice and aggressive. I'm going to show you the what am I going to show you now? I was going to show you the bracket. I think I can show you the bracket. Wait there. So I think you can see that. You can see the bracket. It's not been updated, sadly. Sergeant Muffin, or whoever's in the chat who's in charge of this, needs to get on the case, Crazy and Sexiie won the tournament. They've in the first round, or is that? Why does that say round 2? Did round 1 get picked off for this or not? I don't know. But Crazy and Sexiie did obviously beat Killware and Apocalypse. Dense and Roll, did they beat the AKA team? I think they did. Either way, that's the route that Crazy and Sexiie took. Google and Humanity beat Hawkeye and Firelord. I can't remember what the score was, but obviously they beat them, and then they beat Moker and Boycah, who beat Sonic and Espel in the first round. Boycah and Moker beat Google and Humanity. And actually, I think those games went right down to the wire. All came down to one of Google's poor attacks on Fallen Empire. He attacked and lost his whole army. I was watching that and thinking that was a bad idea, and that cost him the game, and that's gotten them knocked out. And then, as you saw, Crazy and Sexiie dominated in that final, complete domination. So, yeah, GG. Yeah, sadly, it was a bit of a whitewash. It was a bit of a walkover. 6-0. Did they update the score? Yeah, score's updated, but yeah, and that's that. Sexiie and Crazy are a really hard team to beat. If you think you can, if you think you have a method of beating them, let us know in the comments or in the chat. But yeah, Crazy's looking like one of the toughest team players, and I felt that Boycah was probably up to the task, but Moker, I didn't want to pick on him throughout those games. I know I've singled him out in pretty much every game, but I felt he was the weakest link among that, and Crazy looking super solid. Actually, Sexiie and Crazy both looking super solid every game. So yeah, GG's guys, that concludes the stream. I'm not going to stream any of my games or anything like that, but if you stay around on my channel for a few minutes, I'll be uploading a new video from my ladder game series. So yeah, GG's, cheers for tuning in. Cheers for all the chat messages and stuff. Even though I didn't maybe read out the messages or anything that you might have typed in the chat, I will go back and read for all your messages. I do read everything. So yeah, GG's, cheers for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.